Jamie Clark, University of Washington. Been the head coach there for 11 years now. These tours are fantastic. They show you a lot. You play great teams. You get immersed in a soccer culture, and there's a lot of good players in America these days. But you're never in a true soccer, football and culture. So you get into these towns and you play games, and it just means that little bit more. So it's a lot of growing, developing, and a lot of these guys haven't been outside the country ever or for a long time. So this is special. It was good. It was obviously a fantastic game. Ayr is a very good team, so they pushed us. But I think you find your way in games, and I thought our guys hung in there and did well. Yeah, what each is, and I felt like either team could have probably found another one or two along the way, but we forced their goalie to make a few good saves, and along the course of the trip, hopefully you grow and maybe you find a result later. Yeah, this is incredible for our players. I mean, it is. It's they have to deal with a little bit more physical. The referees probably let a little bit more go than they do in America, and it's growing for our guys. There's no right or wrong, but you learn and you start to develop in a different style. So I think the good players still find a way to get their foot in the ball and actually play. It doesn't matter, and that's what we have to try and do with some of our guys. No, First Point's been a leader and one of the pioneers of bringing players over and teaching them about scholarships. I knew of Andrew when my dad and he when he went to Cincinnati and my dad was coaching at Stanford. I followed. He was a little bit younger than I, but when he came back and started things, he's just done a great job of opening eyes. And I think for us, getting this game is great because it's more of an apples to apples when people watch this game. They'll be able to see, hey, what do these players look like when in a college type situation, and there's been a lot of good players come, so I think that the proof is in the pudding already, but at the same time it's probably an easier evaluation tool for ourselves and other schools. You get in, you're controlling, not controlling is not the right word, but you're teaching and part of 30 guys' lives. So the first part of their lives is making sure that stuff away from the field is right, and that means their school and their living habits. So I think in the mornings we check that. We're always looking for new players through the day, and then we're a bit of a catch-all because you're always trying to market and grow your team, and whether that's about crowds or whether that's about fundraising, you got a bit of that. And then by about lunchtime you're into practice planning, and we train about 2 every day. So we do video, we train, and then hopefully home by 6. I mean, obviously I think how you do one thing's how you do all things mostly. So we do want kids who are pretty focused, and if they're good students, it usually means that they're probably hard workers, and if they're hard workers off the field, they're usually hard workers on the field. So but at the same time, some people haven't thought about school until later on. So it's not all about grades, but it's about habits and even just how people respond, and when you communicate with them, if they're really into the potential of moving and going to your school, I think it obviously tilts the scale in their favor.